Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to learn about the master of the aura himself, Lucario. Just to note, these are my opinions and opinions of others that have written guides and have gotten information off of them. Sorry if I've given any false information. If I do happen to give false wording or false information, please tell me in the comment section below. I know these guides aren't perfect, so tell me what I did wrong, and hopefully we'll have a good video, and you'll learn a lot in this video. Lucario made his first appearance in the game Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on the Nintendo DS in 2006. In this era, he was given a pretty big role in the movies and episodes and even in mystery guests, and these roles allowed him to be graced into the Smash Brothers and be the character that he is today. Lucario is a much different character than most. One of the biggest reasons for that is that he does have the aura mechanic. This mechanic allows his moves to get bigger, stronger, or do more damage / percent as he personally goes up in percent. His aura allows him a very different playstyle because he can either go in a lot, take a lot of percent and go in for the kills, or he can stay out, try not to take as much percent, but he won't get the kills quite as early. Other than that, he's a pretty middle of the road character as far as speed. He has some fast aerials, some slow aerials, and some fast ground moves, some slow ground moves. His mixture of moves can really help mix up the opponent, and with the aura he can kill at extremely low percents. Lucario's dash attack is okay, but not the best dash attack in the game. At low percents it can hit the opponent, but not very far. This may sound bad at the beginning, but in reality that's pretty good, because it has the capability at low percents to get some combos on people. But at high percents it will hit them too far and you won't be able to combo into anything, so it becomes a bit more useless at high percents. If you're at low percent, use this move quite a bit, otherwise just go with other options. When Lucario jabs, he does a 3-hit jab combo. It's fast enough that the enemy can't get out of it, but slow enough that it's really hard to hit compared to some other ones. It does decent damage, but the knockback isn't too great. You can use this move at any point on the game for a bit of damage, or just an option out of shield, but later on you will most likely want to be using kill moves instead of this jab. Lucario's forward tilt is a 2-hit jab. This move is extremely fast and has an insanely usefulness. At early percent you can go F-tilt into grab or dash attack, or get a smash off if you read the opponent right. At higher percents this move can quickly kill the opponent when they don't see it coming. You can sneak this move out a lot because it is very fast and not very hard to hit or to pull off, and you can use this off of a pivot tilt. It is a pretty good move that does good damage and knockback. It may not combo into many moves, but it does do the job of keeping the enemy off you and getting some kills. Lucario's up tilt is his combo tilt. It does the same thing as someone like Fox, Luigi, or Pikachu. The thing it does though is attack very quickly and combo into itself many times in a row, especially for heavier characters, for a lot of free damage and percent. Like the other characters though, it will hit the enemy too far to combo it into itself at higher percents, so do not use it unless the enemy is at very low percents. His up tilt is fast and has almost no ending lag after the move. This lets you use it right out of shield or roll into your opponents and try to go for this. Overall, it's one of the most damaging moves that he has, but does not kill like all of his other moves. This is another soft combo move. What it does is quickly have Lucario send his leg forward for an attack. The hitbox is small, so it will be pretty hard to hit, but if it does hit, it will allow Lucario to go in for a dash attack or a grab. Just like his up tilt at high percents, this move will become a lot less useful and will pretty much be worthless, but at low percents it is amazing for racking up percent. If you can, go for the up tilt instead of this one, but if you are in the perfect situation, this move can be pretty great. Now we are getting to where Lucario's power really shines through, his smash attacks. All of his smashes are good, but have a little bit different uses for all of them. The first one I'll be talking about is his side smash though. This move at low percents does okay damage, but is a bit too slow to be used that often. As you take damage and become higher in damage, this move does not speed up, but the damage that it does and the knockback increases a ton. One at high percent, it goes from a very bad smash to an insta-kill slow smash. On lighter enemies, it can kill as low as 70 or even 60%, and 70 to 90 to 100-ish for heavy enemies, without being charged at all. That's without any charge at all. This power is very good and allows Lucario to get a kill just if he happens to hit a single smash attack. You will be using these moves a lot more likely at high percents, but in particular you'll be using this move when the enemy is running after you or right out of shield. A sneaky smash that can turn the tides of battle to your side, so remember to use this move when the time is right. Lucario's down smash is somewhat like his side smash. Again, it has amazing kill power and does great damage at high percents, but in this case it has a bit more utility. His down smash is very slow, but it does hit in a big area. This makes the move a lot easier to hit than his side smash because his side smash hitbox is pretty small. The move hits all around him and even a tiny bit above him, and this allows him to give the smack down to the opponent at any percent, not just high. You can use this move to read rolls or just to send it out when the enemy is coming after you. It is a very strong smash at all percents of the game, and is his best one when you are both at low percents and you don't have your aura yet. One final thing to mention is that this smash will send the enemy horizontally, meaning that for some recoveries, it could just kill them outright. For some people like Pit, it won't do much because they can just up B and come back to the stage, but somebody like Ganondorf or Mario that goes straight up will fall way right to the stage and they have no horizontal recovery, so they will die. This is very good if people only have vertical recoveries. If you can, try to get a down smash close to a ledge at mid to high percents, and those type of characters will most likely die. Lucario's up smash is probably his worst smash. It goes out even slower than the rest of his and has a smaller hitbox. This move is very hard to hit, and even if it hit, it won't kill the opponent as fast as the other smashes, even at later percents. The one good thing about this move though is that if the ceiling on certain stages like Halberd is very low, then it will allow him to kill the opponent at stupidly low percents like 60 or 50% and get very early kills. But if the map has a high ceiling that does not go that much, then you should probably not use this move very often. Just to say, Lucario's throws are a lot better at lower percents, so I will mostly be covering that. He does not have a kill throw, but his side B does kill and grab them, so that kinda counts. If there's any useful information for high percents, I'll put it in, otherwise, I'll just be going over the low percent throws. Now let's get up to up throw. Up throw is one of Lucario's better damaging throws. It will send the opponent up, but not too far, and this will let you get a fair or a nair. These two moves can combo into other aerials, which, if the enemy is bad in the air, will get them a lot of damage, and if the enemy is bad in the air, go for this move, but otherwise he has some other pretty good moves. When Lucario does his down throw, he sends the enemy slightly higher up than his up throw. This pretty much makes his down throw like a worse up throw, so in general, just go for the up throw. It has close to the same combos and is pretty much the same in every way with the little minor things. Even at high percents, his up throw sends the enemy at an easier to hit angle, and it's just better. If you have the chance, go for an up throw instead of a down throw. Lucario's back throw is pretty amazing. It does not kill like many other back throws in the game, but it does have a lot of good other things that it can do. When you throw back, it will send the enemy just a little behind you, and they will hit the ground, which you can try to go for another grab, but most often I go for a dash attack. After that, you can get some aerials or you can just retreat, but if you're risky, you can go for a smash attack out of the back air and hope that it works and you will not be punished. This grab is similar to up throw and down throw, but it sends them to the ground instead of in the air, and this is pretty good if you want to find somebody on the ground. Forward throw is similar to how down throw equates to up throw. By that I mean that in most occasions, it is very close to the same, but a bit worse. Once again, it has most of the pluses and the drawbacks, but if you have the chance, go for the back throw instead of the forward throw. When Lucario nairs, he sends out a pretty big hitbox all around him. It has quite a bit of ending lag, but the lag isn't too horrendous. This box covers his entire body, but it doesn't linger. That means that you have to time this move very, very well. This attack can be useful as a short hop nair, or for some other setups, but if you have no setups, this move is a bit too risky to use, and his other aerials are just better in most occasions. Lucario's Sphere is one of his only moves that actually combo into itself. The nice thing about this though is that it combos very well at most percents except for super high. You can go from just about any throw into a double fair, or go from a nair into a double fair, or pretty much anything into a double fair. At very high percents, it won't be able to hit twice, but the main purpose of that changes. The move's main purpose changes. It goes from a combo move to trying to edgeguard move. You can keep throwing these out and try to keep edgeguarding with this move very well until the enemy runs out of jumps. At first sight, this move may seem worthless. It does very little damage and doesn't really send them that far. Well, the purpose of this move is much different than his other moves. For this move, the main purpose is to short hop and then instantly fast fall. And then use this move, obviously. This will let him hit the first part of this move, which will hit the opponent. The hit puts the opponent into hit stun, and can let you use any other move. After that, you can grab, attack, or just do anything you really want. And in order to do this, you must be very close to the enemy, but that is the only negative. You can also use this attack to quickly change the direction, and be used just as a very good mix-up. A very good move if you take the time to learn how to do it, And one thing, it is a lot easier to do on the 3DS for some reason. On the Wii U, for most of the time, he'll use both of his kicks to the bottom, but on the 3DS, he'll do one. So, I don't know, it's a bit easier on the 3DS. Lucario's up air is one of his 2 kill moves that are kill moves in the air. To kill with this move, you must simply be at a very high percent and have them at a very high percent. Then press up air, the move comes out extremely fast and does a great deal of damage to boot. The hitbox can be a little hard to hit, but if the enemy is above you, it won't be very hard to use and they should die pretty much immediately. Just like his up air, Lucario must use his back air for some quick kills. This attack comes out very fast and has major knockback. It will kill the opponent at very low percentages if you have aura, but even if you don't have aura, it'll be okay. Save this move for high percents though. It can't combo into anything, and it's really not great for anything, but it is great for getting kills late into the game when the opponents don't see them coming. This is Lucario's only projectile / range move. The lucky part for him though, that his only projectile is an amazing one and not something garbage. You can charge this move pretty fast, and while you are charging it, it will make a damaging circle where the sphere is being made. This damage can keep the enemy off you or edgeguard them. A great thing about this special is that it can be charged whilst in the air, unlike Samus's charge shot. When you finally send this move out, it will be very strong, and it can get almost all the way across the map. At low percents, you can just try to spam this move and get some free percent, but as you get more damage, the ball will grow and will become a kill move. If the enemy knows they have a charge B, they will probably shield a lot, and the shielding can let you get some free grabs and punishes. In general, it applies a lot of pressure on the opponent and keeps them on their toes at all times. When you press this move, it will send out a pretty big hitbox in front of Lucario. At low percent though, this move is pretty worthless because it does little to no damage and has very, very small hitbox, but as you increase in aura, you will be getting a lot more range with this attack, and when you get late into the game, it will become more useful. It'll have a better hit range and come out pretty fast, and if you happen to be close to the opponent, it will grab them and will be used as a kill move instead. These 2 options make this special pretty useful at very high percents, just don't use this pretty much at all at low percents. Lucario's up B is a pretty simple but very overpowered recovery. At lower percents, this can get from the bottom of the map to the platform pretty easily, but at higher percents, this move gains extra range even though it can already go that far. At 100 to 200%, you'll be able to fly across the entire map at extremely speedy speed. The amount of range becomes a bit too much at some points though, and this range can make you miss the edge when you're trying to hit it, and can let you get punished for that. This is one of the worst counters in the game. It is very hard to pull off, and even if you do, the opponent can shield or air dodge it. Just ignore this move unless the exact right situation comes up. This is a bit harder to pull off than a regular reversal B. The problem about this move is that it charges. This makes it very hard to reverse, but it is possible. First you need to jump, and then you have to hold the opposite direction of where you are facing very lightly, very lightly. It has to be enough that you can turn, but not enough that you side B. This is the hard part because it has to be very light. After that, simply press B twice and shoot it instantly. Once you know how to do it, it becomes a lot easier to do in actual games. This was something I said earlier, but is very important to know how to do. First, you need to be very close to the opponent. After that, simply short hop and down air, and then do a grab or a tilt. This will do some extra damage and can get you some tilts when you normally couldn't while running. All you have to do is set up an up tilt. After that, you just up tilt a few times, and then you go for some fairs. This is his most damaging combo, but can be hard to set up. For this one, all you have to do is get a good timed nair close to the ground. After you hit it, fast fall and start mashing the A button or run grab button. If done quick enough, you should be able to attack them on the ground or grabbing them without letting them have time to get out. Thank you all for listening to my guide. I hope it did fulfill all the expectations that you've gotten from the last 5 ones, I guess. If it did, make sure to leave a like, and if you thought the information was important, share it to a Lucario main near you, or post it on a forum or Reddit or anything that you think would improve people. Thank you for all the support and for being so kind on the previous videos, and tell me anything that you would like me to do to improve on this video. The next video will be the most voted character from the last guide or this guide, so make sure to vote with your character, and I will try to get them. And try to rig the system so you can live the thug life once again. Once again, thank you all for watching, and just in case you're in game, please, no Johns.